Opening Pokemon cards is a ton of fun, but not something that I do a lot on this channel, really anymore at all. Number one, because I want to make sure that we can get as many Pokemon cards out into the hands of you as possible. So we sell every new set at MSRP. Anything that we buy at wholesale, like we sell it at MSRP. If we get marked up a lot, then unfortunately we have to sell obviously at higher price points. But like Phantasmal Flames, we'll drop it at MSRP. We're still doing drops of Mega Evolution at MSRP, and we'll continue to do that as the market softens and settles and things like that. But I used to open up a lot of booster packs of a new set in order to fulfill our master set giveaway. We give away a master set to one lucky subscriber every single set release, and I would typically open up like 1,000 booster packs at least to stock our storefront with singles, and then all the duplicates I could just fill in a master set that I could give away. Times changed a lot, and with Destined Rivals, that was the first set where I just didn't open any. I didn't really open anything. I didn't really open it for pull rates. Didn't open it for the master set. Number one, because you guys, my friends, can't open as much product as you would like, and number two, because we wanted to be able to get as much product out there as we possibly could. Going back to the first point, which I already put a number one on, number two of that is it's not ideal, it's not the right move to open up Pokemon cards in an attempt to master a Pokemon card set. It's not the right move to do. It's something that's probably kind of silly and a little bit crazy, especially right now in the current market. Opening up packs of Pokemon cards to try and master a set is kind of ridiculous, and it's going to get super expensive to do something like that because of the price point of sealed Pokemon card product. However, a few months ago, we decided to take on a challenge. That challenge is to collect every Pokemon card master set by the end of 2026. So we are 14 months away from the end of 2026. We started with basically nothing except a bunch of bulk and a whole lot of binders. And we started basically building a binder for every single master set. Now we still have about 10 of them left that we need to begin. And we're tracking everything in the Collector app. So if you have the Collector app, give me a follow. My name on Collector is @RealDannyPhantump. If you want to keep up with this journey, this challenge that we're on, we've made a lot of progress and we're updating you guys every single day, recording daily content on what we're all buying, going out to a lot of card shows, a lot of card stores, trading a lot, buying a lot, trying to get every single unlimited set taken care of. And we're only doing main series sets and specialty sets. We're not worrying about first edition, and we're not worrying about the promo cards. We're not worrying about those because that would just be absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous enough as it is. But I thought for a fun video, why don't we open up a little bit of older packs, some packs that maybe we're missing a few cards from our master set, and maybe I have some of these packs that I just figure, well, why don't we open them and see if we can chase down a card that then we don't have to go out and buy. So I've got my Champion's Path master set binder right here, of which we are missing 3 cards on. We are missing both Charizards, the shiny Charizard and the rainbow rare Charizard, and then we are missing the rainbow rare Kabu. So I've got an Elite Trainer box of Champion's Path right here. It's got a little bit of a tear in it, so hopefully damage boxes hit a little bit better. So it's got a little bit of a tear right up there. So we'll break into that and try and pull one of those 3 cards that we need. Then we've got Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates, I'm still missing a handful of Shiny Volt cards. I do have the big Charizard done, but there are a few others that I'm missing, as well as some of the stuff from like the main series set, commons and uncommons, things like that. So I've got a Hidden Fates ETB with another rip in it. Hopefully, again, that means damage boxes hit better. And then we've got a couple of bigger sets that we're going to open a little bit of. So here is Team Up right here. So we're missing a decent chunk of Team Up, including the alternate art, Latias and Latios. We need to pull that. We need to pull some other big cards from this set. And I've got 2 check lane boosters right here that we're going to open, the Mimikyu and the Pikachu. These were given to me a long time ago. I've never opened them up. Saved them for, I guess, a day like today. We'll crack into them and hopefully find something that Alex can't find. And then last but not least, we've got Dragon Frontiers. I know this one is super expensive. I haven't even looked up the pack price on this one. We are missing a lot of cards from this set, including 2 gold stars. There's a Mew gold star and a Charizard gold star that we are missing that we still need. And I have 1 singular Dragon Frontiers booster pack right here. I got this a long time ago from Ken Lee. Shout out the Pokemon Network. This is supposed to be a heavy pack, so there is supposed to be something in here. It could be just a holographic rare. It could be an EX card. I think it could be a gold star card. It could be one of those. Hopefully it's something that we need, because we need a lot of Dragon Frontiers. So ideally, hopefully we don't pull something that's a duplicate, but we're going to break into that last but not least. And hopefully this bad idea turns out to be a good idea. So let's get into it. So here is my collector app right here. You can see this is what we have logged in so far. $113,952 of master sets. Now that sounds like an awful lot, and it is an awful lot of money. It's hard to believe a collection is worth that much right now. It's absolutely insane, but that's not even like halfway done. So if we go to search, and the one downside I will say with collector is that when you're looking at this, and again, you can find me at Real dannyphantump on here, when you're looking at this, you can't really see and narrow it down set by set what I all need. So if we go to Champions Path right here, you can see we are missing 3 cards. So I can filter this and just say products not owned, and then it'll show us the Charizard VMAX, Charizard V, and Kabu Rainbow Rare. So those are the 3 cards that we're kind of hunting here. And then I don't even know how much we need from Team Up and Dragon Frontiers. It's a lot. But we're going to start out with this Champions Path ETB that is slightly damaged because it does have a tear in it. We're just going to kind of rip into it and see. Hopefully we get stuff. Champions Path, I remember opening up a fair amount of it when it originally came out, and I think the pull rates on the Charizard V Shiny were not too terrible. They weren't great, but not too terrible. And also the thing to remember during that time is product was very difficult to find. Champions Path kind of signified the start of the boom. Once the first print run sold out, the second print run went really quick. Logan Paul opened up a bunch of packs, and people went crazy with the release of Champions Path, and then Vivid Voltage, and then things got really difficult to find. So we've got 10 packs here. Again, we're only looking for 3 cards. So ultimately the better decision than opening up these packs is to just buy those cards. And we're just going to go through things relatively quickly here. Not that we have a ton of cards to open, but we have a fair amount of packs. So we're going to go through things fairly quickly here and just hopefully we're able to get something. But yeah, usually singles are going to be the better way to go. As we've got Machop, Roly-Coly. It looks like maybe we'll get a hit in this one. Champions Path, if I remember, does have decent hit rates, as we've got on Incineroar V. So at least that's something. But again, not the card that we're looking for, not the card that we need. So on to the next pack. We only get 10 chances, and this is a good way to blow through, I guess, $130 or whatever the going rate is right now for a Champions Path. Elite Trainer Box, packs themselves, a little bit expensive, not too bad, as we've got a Zygarde right there, so nothing crazy. Champions Path didn't have a ton as far as competitive play. It was a much more like focused set on collectors, on Charizard, kind of almost like the feel of what we're getting with Phantasmal Flames, Sharpedo, and Professor's Research. So we are not off to the ideal start right here, as we are over, I mean, we've got an Incineroar V, which I guess is something. We'll be positive. We'll be happy with what we get. This was the decision that we made. We know that chasing singles and buying singles is the better route to take, as we've got a nice hollow Water Energy right there, followed by an Altaria, which is a very cool looking card. Champions Path does have some cool artworks. Rotom Phone actually wasn't bad in competitive play for Champions Path, but other than that, there wasn't a whole lot in the set. Roly-Coly, Machop, Sizzlipede, Pokeball, Team Yellgrunt, and a Galarian Obstagoon. So nothing as far as hits go. Remember when I just said that Champions Path apparently has decent hit rates? It doesn't seem to be the case. So Inkay, we'll see if we can get one of them here. We just need a little bit of a rainbow, no, that's not it. That's a Dreadnought V. So we've got a full art Dreadnought V, which is fine. I like Dreadnought. Dreadnought's not a bad Pokemon. There's the Kabu that we need, except that's in regular art form and not rainbow rare form. Kabu is probably fairly inexpensive. I should be buying that one instead of chasing it by opening packs, especially now with the market, the way that the amount of packs that get opened on the secondary market, as we've got a Centiskorch Hollow. The amount of packs that get opened up on the secondary market is pretty insane. So usually once you get through multiple print runs, like right now is really the time to start looking at Mega Evolution singles, especially in that illustration rare category, because there's a lot more Mega Evolution that is getting opened. I'm sure there'll be a lot of Phantasmal Flames that gets open not just on the first wave, but on the second wave as well. So if you're somebody who wants to get some of those cards, like I'm very excited about the Ludicolo which is super hype. I love the illustration by Ludicolo in this set, or in Phantasmal Flame, so I'm very excited about that one. Should go down in price fairly strong, especially with pull rates being what they are, as we've got a Graplocked V full art. So nothing that went well in that first first ETB. So we got just these 3 hits, just the Graplock, the Dreadnought, and the Incineroar. So we are basically over right now. We needed 3 cards, and we got none of them. So now we're going to break into this Hidden Fates ETB, which we still need a fair amount more of as far as the Shiny Volt goes. We need the Umbreon. I know we need the Leafeon GX. I know we need, I think it's the Tapu Koko gold card and the Aether gold card, and then we do need some of like the commons and uncommons. So we will remove the packaging gently here. There's a nice Rainbow Bird stained glass card in here, right here, that kind of went nuts a while back. Now it's not doing as well as what it was, but you can see, very cool. This was included in every Elite Trainer box for Hidden Fates, so at least we got that. That'll help us recoup some of our value there. And then we've got 10 Hidden Fates packs. Hidden Fates was a lot of fun to open. It was really the first set that came out that kind of marked the attention to reselling for a lot of people. A lot of people were chasing down Hidden Fates. They wanted to find it to open it because of the full art shinies. And unfortunately, some people got wind of that and then started buying out stores. It was very unfortunate. So they ended up printing a fair amount of Hidden Fates, specifically the tins that you saw a lot in stores, and then Walmart had an exclusive collection boxes and things like that. And then they did do a massive Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box reprint that came at the end of 2020, as we've got an Oranguru baby shiny right there. We do have that one, unfortunately, so that's no bueno. Not very good for us to pull that one, but it is a cool looking card. But yeah, they did a really big Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box reprint that brought prices down to, like, you could find Hidden Fates ETBs for like $80 to $100 at one point in time if you weren't lucky enough to find them in stores. We should get a full art shiny of some sort. So there it is right there. It's the, not the one you want to get. It's the Stakataka GX, which is still super cool. The full art shiny appeal is very strong with Hidden Fates. Very rarely will you get 2 full art shinies in one Elite Trainer box, but it is possible. So maybe we'll hold our breath and get something else, and maybe we'll just have to rely on either a big hit from Team Up or our Dragon Frontiers pack, because the Stakataka, probably not the best card that you want to pull when it comes to $30 packs of Hidden Fates, as we've got a Wigglytuff GX right there. Cool little Metapod, Pokemon Center Lady, and Scyther. So not a whole lot so far. The good thing about Hidden Fates is it is a fairly fun set to open because pull rates are pretty strong when you factor in those baby shinies. They've tried to replicate Hidden Fates multiple times, obviously with the print run of Shining Fates and Paldean Fates, but not as much love for those sets, I think, as what you have for Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates just kind of hits better because you have a throwback to a lot of the OG Pokemon with the Charizard, and then you've got obviously the evolutions in there as well, which a lot of people get excited about. And you don't have that in Paldean Fates or Shining Fates. Shining Fates was focused a lot more on the newer gen Pokemon. And then Paldean Fates, while it does have some strong chase cards, like obviously the Charizard is very popular. The Bubble Mew is probably one of the biggest chases of the Scarlet and Violet block. And then you have cards like the Gardevoir, which is really cool. Special illustration rares in Paldean Fates. Very, very strong. It's not the same as Hidden Fates still, I think, for a lot of people. As we've got a Noibat Baby Shiny. And that's pretty much it in this pack. So we've got 3 packs left. See if we can pull another full art shiny right here. We have pulled 2 baby shinies. Normally you get 1 full art shiny and 2 baby shinies in your ETB. Anything more than that, you just kind of count as a blessing right there. Then you'll get a couple of random hits, like we've gotten the Wigglytuff GX. We might get 1 more GX in these last 2 packs, but I don't necessarily expect to get another baby shiny or full art shiny unless we get very, very lucky. Voltorb Ekans, and there is that other GX card, the Raichu GX right there, Chansey. So hopefully some of these commons and uncommon cards, reverse hollows, hopefully we need that for our master set of Hidden Fates, because we definitely didn't need the Stakataka, and we did not need the Noibat or the Oranguru. Charmander, Clefairy, this is our last pack right here. Beldum and a Gyarados GX, so a double banger on the last pack, which is pretty cool. Beldum and Gyarados GX, we do have both of those So the first two products we've opened, we've gotten nothing from. So then we've got these cool check lane blisters right here. We're going to start out with the Mimikyu right here. These promo cards are very, very hype, and you get the cool little Litten coin there. So we'll break into these and hopefully pull something. Really, anything would be super exciting. Obviously, the chase card is going to be the rainbow, or the Latias and Latios alternate art, as we'll try and gingerly remove this Mimikyu from its packaging, and then we'll take out this Litten coin right here, which is pretty cool. Upside down Litten coin right now. There it is. And then we've got the Mimikyu right here, which is pretty sick for a promo card. Really, really cool. Really like the design of that one. And then we'll break into this Zekrom and Pikachu artwork. The fun thing about Team Up is when it originally came out, it was not overly exciting for people when it came to those alternate arts. A lot more people were interested in, there was a holographic rare Zapdos in this set, there was a holographic rare Jirachi in the set, which was kind of the chase card upon release because they were so playable, as we've got an Alolan Graveler, and then just a Ferrothorn. So nothing there. Evelyn, Nanu, Farfetch, which is pretty cool with his leak right there, and then the code card. So we are 0 for 1 on Team Up, a good way to throw away. This is why you chase singles. If nothing else, this is a good learning video of why it's important not to open up packs and why it's more important to just chase down singles, as we'll try and gingerly remove this Pikachu right here with the Mimikyu. It's really cool looking, kind of Pikachu looking in like his reflection, and seeing Mimikyu right there. Very, very cool looking promo card right here. And it looks like it's fairly strong condition as well. So then it's going to be the same coin, so just the Litten coin right there. And then we will break into this, hopefully pull something. Anything is better than nothing, as we've got check lane boosters. It looks, there might be something in here. We'll see. All right, so we're starting out with a Pharaoh Seed right there. I do like the artwork on that Meowth, even though it's pretty simplistic. The Alolan Geodude right there. Grimer, Pidgey, which wasn't bad competitively. Looks like we're going to get a Prism Star card. Maybe that's what I saw. The Black Market Prism Star card right there. And then, yep, another Ferrothorn. So 2 packs of Team Ups, 2 Ferrothorn. I think we do need that Black Market Prism Star, so at least that is something. Look how cool that Kangaskhan is, though. That is super dope. I love the artwork on that Kangaskhan right there. Very, very exciting. So then we'll break into the big one here. This is a Dragon Frontiers booster pack right here. So like I said, got this from Ken Lee a while ago. It's 17.18. I'm assuming that means the amount of grams that this is. I don't know much about like heavy packs versus light packs, so this should, I actually don't know if a heavy pack is something that a gold star can be pulled from. So this could just be like, you can pull an EX or you can pull a holo rare, but we're gonna break into it. I have not opened Dragon Frontiers in, I can't even tell you how long. I have opened it before, but it's been a very, very, very long time. Probably when these packs were like on clearance in the $2.99 bin or something at Target. So Dragon Frontiers, we're just gonna break into it and we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna open it as gingerly as possible and look at a super cool Shelter right out of the gates. That is extremely hype. So the chase cards in this set, obviously there's some really cool EXs, but also the Charizard Gold Star and the Mew Gold Star, as we've got a Cyndaquil right there. Very cool looking. These Delta Species cards always hit a little bit different. Seal, which is really cool. As I continue to master all these Pokemon card sets, the the nostalgia going through, like looking at all the artwork and then trying to collect all of the reverse foils is absolutely crazy. Some of those have really skyrocketed in price, so it's a little bit, it's nuts trying to get everything done. As we've got a Dragon Frontiers alternate holo Seadra right there. So back in the day, they called them alternate holos as opposed to reverse holos, because reverse holos cover all of the bottom of the card, the top of the card, so basically not the picture. The alternate holos covered the picture and then had a stamp on it, but they would make the Pokemon more holographic than the background, which is a little bit different. And then we're gonna open up, oh my goodness, this should be our hit right here. So if we just go, we're just gonna go for it. I see we're gonna get something. It looks like, Kingdra EX. That is dope though. So it's not a gold star, but it is an EX card. I don't know if I need this one or not. So we're gonna look quick. So we've also got a Curlia from Delta Species, the Nidorina Dragon Frontiers ends it, so we're going to sleeve up this Kingdra EX right here. This is, so obviously the biggest hit of the bunch, Kingdra EX. So if I open up, oh man, that's so sick. You can see a little bit of whitening on the edge there, and then up there. But when you've got some of these older packs and you drop the cards, that's bound to happen. So if we pull up our collector app here, and we look at Dragon Frontiers, I think I do need the Kingdra, but we'll just double check here. I need a lot from this set. So if we search here and look for Kingdra EX, right there. So unfortunately, Near Mint Raw, it's only a $50 card, but we do need it. So we get to add it to, we get to add it to our collection right now, which is really exciting. Graded, it shows graded reports and things like that. So 1.52 for PSA 10. Obviously, this is not a PSA 10. I don't even know if this is a PSA 9. It might be a PSA 8, which would only be $99, but that's okay. It's not about the value. We pulled something we needed, so we can add it to our master set chase right there, which is super hype. But we'll keep working on it. Probably not. Maybe we'll open up a little bit more, but this was super cool to see this Kingdra EX come out of this. It's funny because it also had the Seadra in it. So Seadra into Kingdra is pretty cool. So at least we got a big banger in the last pack. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment as we continue this crazy journey of mastering every set. And we're slowly getting to 200,000 subscribers. So thanks for all the support. I love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow with a normal video. Till next time, peace.